Strangely and interestingly, Iran blames Rushdie and his supporters, saying that they are solely to be blamed for the attack. While disowning the attacker, Iran stopped short of slamming the attacker, saying that the freedom of speech does not justify Mr. Rushdie's insults against religion, and this is Iran's first official reaction to the attack. The statement was made by the Iran ministry spokesperson Nasir Kanani. Remember, the 1988 novel, The Satanic Verses, is viewed by some as containing blasphemous passages, and that was reportedly the reason for the attack. Major Shah, I start with you. What are your views on this particular information?
Shadow Foreign Secretary has urged the government to put diplomatic pressure, asking Iran to apologize. Now, while speaking to the press, Nasir Kanani, an Iranian diplomat, he was addressing the press. He's the foreign ministry spokesperson from Iran. And he said that no one gives the right to blame the the Republic of Iran, for this attack. Well, no one ever blamed Iran for that matter. Was it guilty conscious? First thing I would like to ask, if someone from Iran is listening to me. Secondly, in 1989, this fatwa by Ayatollah Khomeini was issued, where he called for the killing of Salman Rushdie. This fatwa was never revoked. In 1998, it was he came out of hiding. That's after almost a decade, So now, when no one actually, but we certainly do blame Irani extremism, because, and I do not think even after this kind of a diplomatic pressure, international pressure, the people in Iran, they are too rigid, they're too hardcore. The Shia extremism over there, they will not really, I wish they did, I really hope they do, but my perception says, I don't think, my reading says they will not really come out and apologize for this statement, because it was uncalled for. When he says that, Salman Rushdie is himself responsible for it, which means they are supporting the fact that you do not follow the procedure, you do not follow the methodology, you do not follow the legal course of action, if at all there has to be. You take the law in your hands and go and take a knife and go around killing people and stabbing people. They're encouraging that. That is the most ridiculous, the most sickening thing even I have heard. In fact, in India, you've seen there are people who would not be Salman Rushdie supporters, who would criticize him, but they condemned the attack despite that. They said, no, this is not the way. This really is not the way. And Salman Rushdie was going on stage, he was on stage to give a talk on freedom of speech. And even the interviewer was harmed. Even he suffered head injuries. So I think it's a most ridiculous statement given out by Iran. And I see no sense in it. It's totally senseless, illogical, and I think it is rather guilty conscious speaking, because, I condemn the statement coming out from the Iran Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Mr. Nasir Kanani, and I certainly support David Lammy, the UK Shadow Foreign Secretary's urge for Iran to come out and apologize for this. Priyanka.
All right, Major Shah, thank you for your comments on that.
If I may, with my son Mohammed Ali Shah is here, if I may say that this is totally un-Islamic Islam.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the broadcast and giving your comments on those important issues that the world is dealing with.